How you doing? Alright, so I'm going to try to keep this video short, not like some of the other videos I've done like this where I stand here for like an hour and talk to you guys. Just basically want to just let you know, I'm going to say a few things about the guitar and the amp and stuff that I'm using like I usually do at the very end. But mainly I just want to let you guys know that I'm changing the name of this channel from Hickok45andson channel to the John Hickok channel. And I'll give you a quick explanation as why. So basically when this channel started, you know, the idea was it's just kind of a way for me to sort of break in to the in front of the camera side of things, like with the Gun Culture Radio podcast, and called it Hickok45andson because I kind of like the idea of it sounding like a business, you know, like, since Dad and I have a father and son business. It kind of, I don't know, had a cool ring to it, and I kind of liked that. And also I thought that I would do some more things with Dad over on that channel, but it just, you know, we don't have time for it. We're just busy, you know, with the main Hickok45 channel and doing all that stuff and keeping up with everything over there. And then now that I'm doing videos over there also, you know, and I've had a lot going in my life, a lot going on in my life recently, and it's been kind of difficult to get content, you know, be content made, you know, for the and Son channel. And especially since, you know, we're not doing videos really with Dad over here, I thought I'll just change the name, kind of start over, start fresh. I kind of like the idea of that, of starting fresh, and you know, maybe doing some new things. It's still going to be a relatively clean channel, but you know, you may see it change a little bit as far as the types of videos that you see and some things like that. So I'm basically just going to be rebranding it, just using my name as the brand, because you know, I'm kind of all over the place with different interests. I mean, Hickok45 is what it is, and you know, we don't stray from it. But as far as the like extra stuff that I'm doing, you know, I'm into a lot of different things. You know, I do stand up, I play guitar, just messing around as a hobby. Into a lot of different things, even some video game stuff. You know, so it's easier for me if I can just put it all under, you know, my name, and that way it's kind of like you can click on that channel, you're going to get stuff that I'm into, basically, that I feel like doing. And I do have a big series that I've been working on that's coming up. I've teased it before. You know, I've been kind of dragging my feet on it because I want to make sure that it's really good when it comes out. And I haven't really talked about what it is, but I'll kind of give you a little bit more of a hint. It's basically going to be reviews. Big surprise, right? But it's going to be different, you know. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming on this channel. I'm going to put it on this channel. I was going to start a new channel for it, but I decided to put it on this channel, the now John Hickok channel, and the podcast. So some of you guys may have missed what I did with the podcast. I haven't done many episodes, you know, in a long time, but I decided to change the name of it from Gun Culture Radio to the John Hickok Show. Again, similar philosophy, so I could make it more flexible and do more of what I want. And it's no longer going to be a clean podcast, so I'm not going to be editing out swears or anything, but I'm not going to intentionally make it dirty. It's just going to, you know, be what it is. But it's going to be on what used to be the old John Hickok channel, and I'm going to probably change the name of it. I don't know if I've done it yet or not or whatever, but there'll be links in the description, you know, for all that kind of stuff. And I'll remind you guys again. I mostly just wanted to kind of announce that and let you guys know what was going on with that and what I was doing there. So there's that. Okay, so now you know this channel has a different name. So you know, it is what it is. I think that, you know, I've gone back and forth, flip-flopped a lot on what to do with this channel, and I think that's the way to go, you know, and just consolidate everything that I'm doing other than Hickok45 into basically one spot, and then one other channel just for the podcast. It's like the podcast YouTube channel. I think that's just the easiest way for me to do it, and I hope it works out for you guys as well if you want to watch that type of content and all that good stuff. Okay, so there's that. So now with my guitar stuff, I actually normally I have that Koch head up there. If you guys follow my Instagram, which is John_Hickok45, then you've seen that amp a lot, and that's the one I always play through. I love it. It's the Koch Power Tone 2, It's made in Finland. It's a great head. It's basically like a Marshall Plexi head, but it's like supercharged with extra gain, and it's perfect for the tone and the sound that I want, especially with these orange cabs. But right before I was doing this video, I thought it may. I haven't confirmed it yet, but I thought that it blew on me because it just went out. I was just playing and it went out, you know. So I was like, oh great, you know. And I've been thinking I need to put new tubes in it eventually, anyways. So I was like, well, damn, now what do I do? So I got my JCM 800 and hoisted it up there and plugged it in and everything. And that amp sounds good too, but you know, I have to use the pedal with it to get the distortion that I want at the lower volume, so it's a little less flexible. It kind of is an amp that's really designed just to be cranked, you know, like that full, like, you know, AC/DC sound, or like Slayer, you know, stuff like that. Just crank it, you know, which I can't really do that here. This is, you know, the new place, and you know, it's probably loud enough as it is. So I thought that I blew it, but whenever I was hooking it up, I noticed that the cable came loose on the pedal, so that might have been all it was. And I thought that I screwed it up. So, you know, it's like, what's that scene in Sling Blade where you like, there's some mower or something nobody can fix, and then it's like it didn't have gas in it. So it's kind of one of those deals, I believe. But I haven't plugged it back in to confirm that yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That'd be a big coincidence if it's not. But yeah, this is the guitar that I play the most. This is my 82 D&ML. You guys have seen this probably in photographs or in videos, but this is the one. You know, this is my favorite guitar. I mean, it's the perfect combination of the things that I like. You know, as much of a Pantera fan as I am, I don't love the Floyd Rose, you know, the floating bridge. Whammy bars are cool, but I don't know, I've never been comfortable using them. I just like the hardtail fixed bridge. Something you can really rest your hand on, you know, and you can really get in there and get those really nice, just gnarly, crunchy palm muting, you know. With those floating bridges, you know, you get your hand on them weird, and it kind of, you know, screws up the sound and everything. And I like being able to kind of adjust. You know, if you want kind of just a really, I don't know what the term would be for it, but a very tight kind of attack sound. You know, there's a certain way you can rest your palm, and then if you want something really just gnarly and ugly sounding, you know, you can kind of get in the, well, kind of need distortion to do it. That's what I would consider like the more gnarly sound, where you're kind of pushing hard enough on the strings where it's like hitting against the pickup and everything. It kind of sounds a little more rough. Or if you want it more tight, you can just kind of come up and lightly. I mean, it's all stuff you can do on a Floyd Rose, obviously. You know, people do it all the time. It's just I like the fixed bridge. It's kind of where I feel most comfortable. And my two favorite bands being Metallica and Pantera. This guitar sort of feels like a cross between, you know, the two in a way. One of the things I really like about it. It's just a sweet playing. I mean, it's just so worn in. Probably will have to replace the frets on it at some point because they look pretty worn. But yeah. So there's that. I'm gonna do some. You know, one thing about, you know, this channel that I'm gonna change is basically like before I was a little concerned about the kind of videos I would put on here, because, you know, I wanted to have kind of a certain, I don't know, a certain direction. You know, because it was like being called Hickok45andson. I feel like it was kind of closely linked to Hickok45. So that's part of changing it too. Is I wanted to be able to kind of do what I want. You know, I want to be able to, you know, still upload gun videos occasionally, but do some guitar stuff. You know, I thought about having some like real guitar players, not like me, actually come and, you know, go through some of my gear and, you know, do some like interviews and stuff like that. You know, just do what I want, do some different things. And some of you guys won't like it, and some of you guys will. It's just, You know, I'd rather, you know, I'd rather speak my mind and be myself to a small audience versus pander to a massive one, you know. So that's just kind of my philosophy, at least with this stuff. Of course, Hickok45 is different. It's a gun channel. It has a specific purpose and a mission, you know. It's something that we do and stick to very religiously, but that's part of the fun of this channel for me, is just the flexibility and everything like that. So there it is, and I have no idea how long it went, but hopefully it wasn't as long as some of those other ones. And I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, our merchandise is now at bunkerbranding.com. Working with Matt now, so just want to keep reminding you guys of that, because people keep asking me about it, if we have t-shirts and stuff, and we do, and that's where they are. So all right, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you another time. And I'm going to play a little bit and then turn the camera off. Okay.